Welcome back, guys, to Queensland Abandoned Mines. This is episode 3, sees us back in the Cordalba State Forest. At the start of this video, we are looking for the Grey Dawn mine again. So this is strike 2. I think we did find it this time. I've got some really good maps that I can go off now, and the other two mines that I found off this map have been pinpoint accurate, like right over the old shafts, but there was nothing here, nothing to follow. So at one stage, you can see in this video here, I'm actually trying to follow the rock. I'm not a geologist, but I was just trying to follow this seam of quartz. And it may have just been a tiny little mine. It may have just been exploratory. They may have done some mining and just found nothing worth digging out at all. So mucked around at this one for probably about an hour and a half, and the time was getting away. So I had some other adventures to tend to. So kicked around for a bit, and then went back to the Bonnie Jan mine, which I actually wrongly labelled the Mount Ideal mine in the last episode. So not all of our equipment has turned up yet, so I can't get anything, into anything that's too gnarly yet. But we gave it a good crack today. So none of our harnesses has turned up. We've got some of our ascending gear. We don't have any of our descenders, so we can't rappel into anything. That's still a little while away. So I got tinkering. I made this little mine probe just out of an old bed that I had. Yeah, the thought is that fit it with a gas meter and it could just be my eyes and nose before I drop down. So you'll see it in use. Enjoy the video. All right, here we are back at the Bonnie Jan. I say back because last week I introduced it in the video as the Mount Ideal mine, but that's incorrect. The Mount Ideal mine is about southeast that way, about a K, I think. So just speaking a little bit about the rocks in the intro, I have no idea what they were mining here. Can't really see any quartz. Again, I'm not going to go digging through that stuff. Looks pretty sus. But I won't spend too long filming. Filmed this in last week's. The only thing I can think of is that they were trying to get under the creek. You see the shaft there, and apparently I was standing on one the other week, but there's a shaft there. I think they were trying to go up and, down and under the creek. Unsuccessfully, I've been told. So anyway, we're going to go send the new mine probe down a couple of pits. We're going to be checking out this one. That looks way too dangerous to go down. All that lagging on the side. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but one part of it looks like it's hanging on by about 10 millimeters. That side's gone. It's rotten. So it's safe to send my new little probe down. Let's check it out. It's equipped with some pretty nice Cree lights. So this main shaft is only, I think, 15 meters down till it hits the water level. That's what it says on the map. That may be worth going down, but we'll be able to soon see. I will be roping up. I think this post still looks pretty good. So I'll be roping up today just so I don't have a bit of a tumble. My family kind of hate me doing this stuff. So safety first. All right. So here's the little guy. Just knocked it up out of pine. It's got a little reflector on the top in case I let go of the rope, then I'll be able to spot it. And that's my little GoPro there. So that little wanderer light's only about 1,000 lumen, but it's a short throw LED, and then this guy's a long throw LED. So that will illuminate the ground in front, but then that should shoot some light down any cross cuts if there is any. I don't think there is any in this mine, but we'll soon find out. Let's have a look. Alright, so here's me rigging up and getting ready to drop the new little probe down the mine shaft. So the good thing about this thing is it's really simulates what it's like to get down, even the pace of how far it is to get down. So I thought it might have been about 8 to 10 meters, but I think I got a 20 meter rope on the little mine probe today. and I got pretty close to using all of it on both of the shafts. So the second one that I actually lowered it down was a little bit deeper, so the mine's in pretty good tack. That ladder's not, but you can see, you know, all the timber works are all still pretty much intact. I think the thing's over 80 years old, so you can see some pretty good crystallization, oxidization of these rocks as we get down lower too. Heaps of moths, big black scary ones, so no doubt it'll be absolutely full of mozzies. So what I was hoping to see when we dropped down this one was it open up to some sort of cross cut, and that would make it worthwhile going down, but just standing back and looking at the winch timbering that's above it, there is absolutely no way I'm going down. So there's some timbers that are burnt out above this mine shaft that if they fell on you, they'd be like a spear, and there's no helmet or anything that's going to protect you there. So, and still believe it's a gold mine, but if you have a look in just a couple of frames ahead, there's some really cool, what looks to be oxidization of some copper. It normally goes like a really bright blue or a bright green, so there it is, there's a bit of a vein there, so that would be some pretty stinky water down the bottom. So again, this is the thought with the probe to get it down. Save me rappelling. Alright, we're back down in the manways, and last week when I was here, number one, I was standing on that. I got told that's a shaft, so was thinking of areas to dig. That's the main opening there, but again I got told that does go almost vertical, but I think I can rope off up there just in case. And as you can see, I've already moved this timber and just had a little dig here. I'll get my lights and show you. I'll do a bit of digging first, but just in that corner had a rock tumble down there, and I could hear it keep going for probably 10-12 seconds, so didn't hit any sides. So I'll have a little dig and get back to you in a bit. So been digging for about half hour. Had to make this makeshift little structure, which was there. I removed it. Sketchy as. So there's no way in a million years I'm going down there, but I do keep rolling rocks down there and hearing them echo for ages. So I'm not going to go down there. This ground is loose as, and the back of the mine looks pretty, well, the portal looks pretty rough. But give us another couple of minutes and we had a geese. Hopefully it opens up in there, at least get some cool footage, so this hasn't all been a massive waste of time. Alright, so this is me digging around. I just wasn't content. I just had to try and get myself into this hole. Didn't happen today, but we got pretty close. But reason why I'm rating this bit, look at this little seam just here. It's all oxidized, but I'm pretty sure that's a seam of quartz they were following down into this pit. Alright, we are back. I deemed it too dangerous with my little shanty lid. It's all this loose stuff under my feet, so I've got the probe. That's what it was built for, so I'm going to try and my hand and see what we get. Hopefully we've got something. I'm definitely not sticking my head down there. Alright, back again. Managed to sit down in it, kick all the rocks out.
where my foot is, I can feel it drop away to nothing. That looks like a drop just there. That will do. That will do for today.
Alright, here we are dropping the probe down the second shaft. This is just east of the main shaft with the big winch above it, so heart was really racing after that little adventure, so I'm really set on getting into that mine as long as it's safe, but we are going to wait and dig it out properly and probably put a little bit of backfill in there, and we'll wait till we get our proper rigging gear. We've got safety harnesses and a whole lot of gear on the way, so the rock formations in this one, they've only timbered it for about the first 6 feet, not sure why, but it looks like really solid rock. Look at that. It's pretty interesting here. So this is the second, or technically the third outing for the little probe, and I reckon it did pretty good. So the difference of the two light, oh, just there I thought I had a little cross cut. Let's see if we pick it up again. It's not, just a little rock. It looks like it's actually fallen out, a little collapse, but I can't actually see what I'm recording, so I ended up dropping it down this mine 3 times. First time was just terrible, it just span around in the 360s, and this is the second time I got it caught on a ladder, and then had to pull it back out, just up here. So that's pretty much it for the pit mine exploration. Oh, wait up, we see our little mate here in just a second. This one's about 15 metres deep. Oh, that's where I hit the ladder. Oh, there's a mate, the little frog. That's it for episode 3. It was a pretty wicked day of adventuring, that's for sure. I think the new mine probe did pretty well. This is me slugging up the hill. It got to about 30 degrees today. Again, not too sure why I'm doing it right in the middle of summer. And I found this train part, so standard track, so there's no way they're fitting that in a mine, and that was just out the front of someone's property on the way back, so thought I'd just stop and get a couple of pics with a good camera. Can't really make out Evans something. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you want to keep up to date with us, just hit the little subscribe button at the end of this and you'll get a notification when we have our next episode. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.